Globalization is an ever-increasing economic and cultural interdependence on people and countries around the world. Trade is an obvious demonstration of globalization that affects our world and our lives. The most direct connection to globalization is the clothing that we wear. If you were to look at a tag on your shirt, it is most likely that you would find it was made in another country. You or your parents purchased that shirt in a store or online in close proximity to where you live. The journey of that shirt is much more substantial than being picked up at the mall or being shipped from an online retailer. The price you paid is distributed through the process, and the goods were likely traded for. Most of the cost of that as part of that price is marketing, shipping, and distribution. Remember, using money in exchange for goods is also a form of trading. That shirt may have originated in Uzbekistan in the form of cotton. Uzbekistan's economy's focus on cotton has decreased, but it still remains a major export. It is possible that the cotton was imported from Bangladesh, who is one of the largest importers of this product. From there, who knows? It is likely manufactured into a shirt in a smaller country and potentially printed there too. In the end, it arrives in a retail store for your purchase. But why? Trade is determined by supply and demand of goods. Supply and demand is the availability of the goods and the willingness and capability for that good to be purchased. This is a very important part of globalization. Some countries, for obvious reasons, do not have the resources or capability to be part of the supply, but there is very likely a demand for a good in that same place. This creates a natural need for interdependence in trade. One method a country can participate in trade is specialization. A country specializes by focusing on one or a few economic activities to increase its productivity. In the end, this becomes more profitable. For example, Brazil may focus or specialize in sugar and coffee and use the excess to trade for the goods that they cannot produce. As the needs of supply and demand change over time, so does the competition among companies and countries. To remain competitive, cheaper labor and resources are being sought. An example of this is outsourcing. Countries or companies send operations or manufacturing or supply to other countries to lower costs, avoid regulations, etc. There are drawbacks to outsourcing, but that's for another discussion. This increases interdependence as the economic chain now moves about the globe.